of all, how was your travel? How are you?
Get over here, Nick.
Hi there everyone, welcome back into another session. Hope you're having a brilliant week so far. Some really good trading to be had this week. Volatility is back. Thank you, crypto gods. Absolutely brilliant scenes. Donald Trump, tariffs last night, risk assets selling off. Okay, so whatever you make of it, the volatility is back and it's making for brilliant trading. If you're struggling with the volatility, go and check out the trdr.io Art of Data-Driven Market Analysis course. Okay, some really good trading. So yesterday, slow grind up, rejection from the 4-hour value area high. So we're going to dive into details and see where we can go from there for the next 24 hours. But yeah, Donald Trump imposing those tariffs last night. Okay, S&P 500 futures erased 2 trillion. I repeat, 2 trillion off the market cap in under 15 minutes. Absolutely unbelievable scenes, wasn't it? Imposing tariffs on absolutely everybody in the entire world, aren't they? Okay, so really mad stuff going on in the markets at the minute. If you're a spot risk on bag holder, you may be struggling a little bit. If you're a trader, you should be enjoying it, to be honest. I think the volatility is absolutely brilliant, puts wind in our sails and gives us some brilliant opportunities. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at big boy Bitcoin as it rejects from the 88k region again, and have a look at the trading view levels initially to see where we can be trading for the next 24 hours before jumping into the all important order flow in the TRDR console. Okay, let's jump into trading view. Right then guys, if you take an initial look at the overview heat map of stocks, they're going to look pretty grey because this is obviously pre-market, but what I advise you do is just go and have a look at main charts and see how much everything has been selling off. And it's one of those situations where you're getting a kind of everything sell off. DIX is down, 10-year yields are down, S&P E-mini futures are down, and you can even just see Nvidia down there as well, pre-market down at that 107 region. So what I think we need to do is obviously just concentrate on our magic internet money, Bitcoin, and have a look at the levels and all important levels that we can foresee for the next 24-48 hours. So just straight away we can see our daily chart, breakdown of the range, downtrend here. We wick into that daily order block there, and here we are. We've got a cluster now of this weekly and even the daily open down here as well. I'm not going to gain too much edge looking at that at the minute. We're obviously in a downtrend. Can we rise up to fall back down? Do we need to go and seek demand instantly in the next 24 hours down here at that 77-75k level? I think the all important area is going to come from like a 4-hour range. Okay, and now that we're in this 4-hour range, it's been absolutely beautiful. Just look at the structures here. Okay, so value area high at the top, okay, value area low at the bottom. We grind up all week. Okay, so this is your Monday low, which is going to be quite important, I think, in the next 24-48 hours. Okay, we grind up some really nice opportunities in the altcoin markets as well. We absolutely wick into the 4-hour value area high with guidance from the TRDR console as well. The offers were quite strong up there. If you caught that short, really well done. Full disclosure, I didn't. I was Netflix and chilling, and it was very quick. And if you all know me, you know I'm not one to just chase candles down. Okay, spot market very different if you wanted to sell a bit of spot there, but for derivatives trading, don't worry about it. There's so many opportunities in the market at the minute. The opportunities for trading futures, derivatives, perpetual markets out there is absolutely brilliant. So let's have a look where we are now. Okay, so we're stuck under the point of control and the monthly VWAP. Okay, just there at 84.3. We'll call it 84,300, and tickling the value area low order blocks once again. What I would say is, if you are just expecting a giganuke from here, I would be cautious. Okay, I would wait for another little bounce today if you can get it. Okay, because being a range trader myself, I absolutely love trading ranges. I think you all should get familiar with trading ranges, considering assets like this trade in a range for 90% of their life. If you can get familiar with trading a range, you will really start to enjoy and participate in the market a lot better, especially trading derivatives and stuff. But as we now tickle, okay, and flirt with the range lows again, where are we looking? I think we could be stuck here for a little bit while. More often than not, when you get volatility like this, the market will then just calm down an auction price for a few hours. Okay, so you could get a rejection again from this 84.3 region, which is the point of control. Where are we looking if we do get a rejection? For me personally, I'd be looking at the value area lows as well. Okay, if we start to fall down here, being a range trader, I'm not just going to instantly say, right, that's it then, 77, 75. You know, I'm not going to make one of those calls like the crypto Twitter cunts do. You are in a range, okay? If you find some bid down here, and especially if you start to take these lows here and here, and you auction price down here and start to get a bid, I would have no problem trying to bid that back up, okay? If I see the order flow is in confluence as well. But it has to be said, the biggest order blocks, you know, from some of the biggest markets, they still do lie a little bit lower in the 75 and even down into the 71k region, okay? All I'm going to say is don't chase shorts right here, right now. If you're looking to short because you believe we're going to roll over, look for value, okay? Point of control, maybe just a tickle near that 84k region. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart then, so we can see our big rejection there, right on the to the dollar. Really, it's not often that you get these ranges and you get instant wicks like that, and that's why I didn't chase it, to be honest. You probably could have done, but you'd have really had to keep an eye on that and then just tighten your risk up. But I'm not one to chase these things. But yeah, more often than not in these ranges, you tend to auction them a little bit more like that, you know, for a few hours, just on a 1 hour basis here. You auction them for a few hours, find the supply down, you maybe come back up and wick it again. Okay, you're really sure we've got sellers here? Yes, we have. And then you go down. This is instant satisfaction. So to be honest, if you were sharpshooting and sniping those highs last night, it's actually a better trade than the long all week. Why? Because you've just got that instant satisfaction. Yeah. So here we are. So look, I think this is going to be your local resistance here at the 84.3k level. Point of control, 1 hour 200 EMA, weekly VWAP, okay? Any selling, any offers in there from the order flow, yeah, let's look a little bit lower. And then here's your Monday lows, okay? So again, Monday lows could be a nice range trade if we get some bid down there. If we don't, yeah, of course we're going to auction a little bit lower. So all important TRDR console for the order flow. Let's dive in.
Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated.
Right, here we go, guys. TRDR console. Grab a link from below for a free trial. Art of Data-Driven Market Analysis course available in the Academy as well if you need some more in-depth knowledge of the order flow. Lots and lots of free stuff in there as well, okay? Got lots of free videos and Academy courses in there. More to come in future as well, but this should be your first stop, okay? If you've just signed up to the console, unfamiliar with what's going on, this should be your first stop, okay? Lots of free stuff in there. So nice and easy today again, I think, as well. We can just see that rejection with the order flow, with the BTC diamond, okay? So this is part of our alert system, okay? Alerts log overlay, there you go. No trickery, no lagging indicators, pure bid and ask. Pure bid at the bottom, pure ask, and it's nice to see that we're getting it at the lows and the highs of the range. So that's why I enjoy trading a range. So nice and easy here, guys. We've already seen those levels in TradingView. I've just got them popped open on here as well. Defending the monthly and weekly open at the minute. Okay, so we have had some bid down here, some spot bid and some perps bid down here to give us a little bit of a reaction. But I think the best risk reward is going to come a little bit lower if we can stretch the legs and get down here. So value area low and the Monday lows, as we've seen just down here, in confluence with our top levels. Yes, we do have levels a lot lower, okay, but it can take a while to get there. So I think if tech stocks and the stock market wants to absolutely giga-nuke today, yeah, you're probably going to get there pretty quick. But right here, right now, you do have a certain amount of bid, okay? So you've got a 50 ratio on Binance, just in the 1 to 2.5 there and a little bit beyond. And even Coinbase and others with a little bit of bid here as well. Let's just have a look at that on the overlay. So even Coinbase and others with a bit of ratio here, their biggest levels are still down 80k, which would give us that, you know, that Monday low. So that'd be nice. Let's have a look at what Perps is doing. Perps as well with a level down there. So right here, right now, okay, so just coming up towards 9:30 a.m. European time. Again, it's probably one of those sessions where we don't do a lot here. You either wait for that little rise up to sell into, okay, for a scalpy day trade and see if we get more offers, or for best values and value area low of a range, okay, because we are still in a range, I would wait for a little bit lower, take the Monday lows, get into those value area lows, take those 4-hour wicks out and see if we get a bid down here. I think that would be very, very nice. So keeping it very, very easy on Bitcoin at the minute. Altcoins, there are a few altcoins that are still in demand zones, okay, that didn't move too well yesterday, but are still in demand zones. They are going to be correlated to BTC still. I know some other coins will do their own thing, but they're still going to find some big correlation to BTC. Okay, so if BTC wants to drop and find some bid, you're going to find better value in the altcoins as well. We will hunt some altcoin trades a little bit later in the live session. I will drop links for that soon. Quick look at the screener then, see what's going on. And I do have to say, yesterday I had quite a few altcoin trades on. Screener led altcoin trades. Screener's been absolutely brilliant. So right here, right now, again, Perps market's pretty big. As I say, there are some spot bid going on in the altcoins. But yeah, I'll just show you those trades quickly yesterday. So 6:30 AM my time, sharing this with the guys in the Alpha Traders section, which is part of the Academy course. If you did want to get into here, it's not a signal group, okay? We just tend to post a lot more trading setups, okay? So straight away for myself yesterday, looking at the spot market, don't have a clue what YGG is. 96%, 96 ratio on the spot market. Have a look at the chart. That's what you're meant to do, okay? You're meant to use the screener. You go and have a look at chart, look at the risk reward. Very, very tight. 1.5% risk reward on that trade. Very, very nice. Let's fucking bet on this shit. Another one yesterday was Rose. Perps, okay? Don't have a clue what Rose is. I had to actually go and coin market cap a couple of these coins. All right. OBD ratio 1 to 2.5. Okay. Open interest down and negative funding. Absolute beautiful setup. Okay. Rose 70%, 70%, 70 ratio on Perps. We go and have a look at the chart. That's what you do. Very, very tight risk reward. Rose actually came down here and filled a little bit of this area before rising up with the rest of the market. And then if you just look at a 4-hour chart on Rose, you can see where you were there as well. 4-hour order block, very, very tight risk reward. RRP Val Kilmer, absolute legend. But yeah, some nice trading yesterday. I had a few others on as well. LTC was trading LTC yesterday. LTC was an absolute beautiful setup. Got in yesterday and then someone decided to market bid that straight up. So thank you very much, whoever was. Trading LTC yesterday along with us. But yeah, some good entries yesterday, all just day trades, you know, closed those before Trump got to the stage last night. The only one that I got slightly stopped out on as I trailed the stop up was Litecoin, okay? But YGG, LTC there had the better entry on that, tight risk, not messing about there, and Rose. So some good entries yesterday. We did float up higher, took profit on those yesterday. Today, not my style of trade, but another screener trade, big time USDT. Okay, not so much going on in the ratios, which would have been nice as well, but 145% open interest rise. Okay, bit of a risky one. Super negative funding. So said that to the guys, shorting some big time, risky one, had a big OI spike, funding very negative, so want to be in and out of the trade quick. So just posted the trading view chart there for the guys as well. Let's go and have a look at what big time is doing now. Back to the console very, very quick. Let's go and have a look at big time. Yeah, and it's coming down nicely, so let's have a look at what's going on. Yeah, so just tight risk on that one, not messing about, not my usual kind of trade, but we'll take that one from the screener as well, and let's see if we get a bigger nuke, because it's the kind of order flow that we've been seeing, really, in Sats, Mask, Act, you know, those kind of market maker order flows where they grab the liquidity higher, then they absolutely just nuke the coin to zero or near zero. So not my usual, you know, kind of trade. Just seeing the open interest spike, but yeah, if that wants to absolutely giganuke to, you know, giganuke 40% like Act did the other day, then yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a trade on it. If you can make that a free trade as well, again, not usually my style. If I'm buying demand, okay, I'll generally have my stop under demand and I'll let the market prove me wrong. If I'm selling at supply, same, you know, same kind of trick. But with a trade like this, yeah, stops at break even, to be honest. All right, guys, but we'll have a look at what else is going on in the alt market later. Let's go live in the US session. Join us there. We'll have a look at a few more alts, but I think we're going to be led by Bitcoin and tech stocks. So let's see if we get a little bit of a further sell off, or is it all just bullshit? We find some demand at the range lows and we rise up. All right, guys, cheers. Speak soon.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?